Bedsheet business is very lucrative, and it wouldn't be wrong if I listed bedsheet as essential because bedsheet is used in homes, in hotels, in hospitals, and even in school hostels. Every bed needs bedsheet, at least two. Finding the right product, which for me was bedsheet, and developing a strategy and system that enable you sell effectively and put you on the millionaires list. And in this video, I'll be sharing with you the strategies I used to sell my own bedsheets effectively and also the systems I set up to enable me sell effectively and become a millionaire in the university. I'm Idonesit, and you are welcome to this video, my superstars. I'm always excited to have you. And if you have not subscribed, please do, so you do not miss out of this wonderful journey. All right. I started my bedsheet business by favor or by chance, like people would say, because I did not plan. It was not planned. It just happened that I heard my sister mention that she wanted to get bedsheets for her house from Aba, and I decided to tag along. Before this time, I was favored by someone with 5,000 naira, and for some reason, I did not spend that money. So when she mentioned that she was heading to Aba, I decided to follow her. When we reached, I saw the bedsheets and they were very beautiful, and I counted the cost and realized that it was cost effective and I would be able to make profit, good profit from selling bedsheets. So I decided to venture into bedsheet business with 5,000 naira and 4 bedsheets for a start. When I started bedsheet business, bedsheet was not sold in shops, it was not sold in supermarkets, it was not sold, there was social media actually at that time, but goods were not sold online at that time. So I was left with the only option of selling to individuals. Bedsheet was mostly sold in the market, and this posed as a limitation to a lot of people because most people were either busy or could not access bedsheet in the market. They didn't have the time to source for it in the market, and that's where I came in. I took this market to them. I took my goods to them. I made a target, and my target was busy working class guys and ladies and busy working class women. And I also took this bedsheet to women who did not have the time to source for it in the market. And they were always so excited whenever they saw my bedsheets because some of them actually planned to change their bedsheets, but they did not have the time to go and get it. They did not have the time to go and source for it. So when I presented my enchanting, beautiful bedsheets, they readily grabbed the bedsheet and paid. Took my bedsheet to churches. I took it to banks. Whenever I went into a bank to make transactions, I ensured that I carried 3 or 4 samples along with me and showed it to whoever attended to me and would like tell other colleagues, and that was how I sold my goods. The great thing about bedsheet business was that there was no fixed price. It was not fixed. So I could afford to sell for one person at 3,000 naira and the next person at 4,000 naira, depending on the person's capability. Don't judge me. So I made money, good money actually. And when I realized that sales were gradually becoming slow, because I had sold to family, friends, and the referrals, I had sold to church members and referrals. I had sold to friends and their referrals. I had sold to I had sold to taken it to banks and their referrals. I realized that market was beginning to reduce. The rate I was selling was beginning to reduce. At that point, I knew I needed to come up with something, with a new strategy. I knew I needed to set up a system. What are systems? Systems are knowledge and actions that are taken to make dreams a reality. Yes, I had the dream of becoming a millionaire selling bedsheets, but I needed to take an action. I needed an action to back up that dream. And to me, the system I set up was by introducing my very close friends and trusted colleagues to my business. So I walked up to three friends. I started with three friends actually. I walked up to them and shared my business proposal. I offered them at the price of 2,500 naira each. However, they sold the bedsheet was up to them. If they could sell 3,000 naira, it was theirs. If it was their business, if they could sell at 3,500 naira, it was their business. But all I needed was 2,500 naira from each bedsheet. And every 20 pieces of bedsheet they sold, I offered to pay them 5,000 naira. They were excited because as at that time, like I said, 5,000 naira was much money. And most of them were students. So finding an avenue they could make 5,000 naira from by just selling bedsheets, they gladly opted for the offer. And bam! I became an employer. I employed people. I started with 3 people, and with time, I extended it to other people, and I had 12 people doing business for me. They took my bedsheets at 2,500 naira, sold it at whatever rate they could, and made returns of 2,500 naira for each bedsheet. And I paid them 2,500 naira for 10 bedsheets sold and 5,000 naira for 20 bedsheets sold. This gave my business a new turn. Business boomed because they also sold to their family, they sold to their friends, they sold to their church members, they sold to new people I couldn't reach out to. They expanded their horizon, they expanded their reach, and that was how my business grew. So tell me, how wouldn't I become a millionaire? I was not selfish. Cost of production for 10 bedsheets was 12,000 naira, while my interest was 13,000 naira. So by offering to pay them 2,500 naira from my interest of 13,000 naira, left me with 11,500 naira, which was still fair enough. It was still good. It was fantastic. So I shared my profits with other people. I was not selfish. For a greater good, I did not decide to eat alone, chop alone, die alone, like people would say. I extended my profits. I shared my profits with people, and that helped me grow. It helped my business expand. It's 1 million naira actually. 1 million naira is actually 100,000 into 10 places. So I had 12 people selling for me. If these 12 people could make returns of 100,000 naira each, or even 90,000 naira each, tell me why I wouldn't become a millionaire. Even with that, I did not stop my own. I continued. I kept selling. I kept reaching out to people. I remember in one of my trips to Abuja, when my sister served, I carried up to 30 bedsheets. And when I got to Abuja, we all know this believed there's money in Abuja. So when I got there, guess what? I did not sell my bedsheets at 2,500 naira. Neither did I sell it at 3,000 naira. I sold each bedsheet for 4,000 naira and I sold all. So I left Abuja very rich. Even while I was doing my industrial training, I sold bedsheets. I kept selling. I was always selling. So, and people would say, I'm a student, I can't sell bedsheets, I can't do business while in school. I did all this while I was in the university. I made sure I set my business trips on days I had no lectures. I used lecture-free days for my trips. I would leave as early as 7:30 a.m. from the hostel, get to Aba by 10 a.m., purchase and select my bedsheets, start sewing them, package them. There were days I left about 6 a.m. There were days I left 6:30 a.m. and got to my house 11:30 p.m. Sometimes 11 p.m. in the night. And my mom would be so worried. She would be like, oh God, protect my daughter. She would be calling me throughout on my way back in the night. But I kept pushing. I kept pushing. No business is easy. Nothing is ever easy. You must strive. You must work for it. And I did work for it. It's not that I became a millionaire in a week. I didn't become a millionaire in a week. I didn't become millionaire in a month. No. It took me more than a year of strategic planning and setting up systems which I have mentioned, which enabled me become a millionaire. Some people actually did not believe it because I didn't flaunt it. I was I kept it low key. I didn't allow money change me. Rather, I kept thinking of ways to push forward. I mentioned that I lost my dad in my second year in the university. So this business was not only for me, it served as a helping hand. I used this business to help and assist my siblings. Together we helped each other. We were able to lift each other to be able to finish school and graduate. And today we are all graduates doing very, very well. So no situation is enough to stop you. No situation is enough to limit you. With determination and a dream, and a working system, you can get to where you want to be. So today, I want to challenge you to rise up, do something. Do not let your present condition limit you. Do not let what you have been through stop you. Know it that you are unstoppable. You can become what you want to be. You can make it. You can be a millionaire. You can start with as little as what you had, just like I did, and it will multiply. It will grow. It will become something wonderful. That will be all for this video. And please, if you have not subscribed, do, so you do not miss out of this wonderful content. I'm so excited. Please turn on your notification bell so you'll be notified when our next video is up. Always remember that I love you.